This Great Gatsby inspired bob is perfect for a night out and will add a little bit of 20s glam to your look. We need to start off with the shampoo and conditioner with Treseme's new Split Remedy. Then when you hop out of the shower, I always say towel dry the hair really well. It's called fluffy dry. It should feel like cotton wool. Then you grab the Tresemme Salon Finishing Mousse. Always make sure no more than a golf ball size. You can do this many times throughout blow drying, but just remember, more product doesn't mean better styling. Rake it through. Then I always have a large size. We call this a basin comb. And you comb it through. When you comb through the hair, it evenly disperses the product and will make your blow dry a lot easier. Grab the dryer and use the paddle brush. We're going to brush the hair back up off the face to create the volume. So we're going to brush it up here like this. This is when the nozzle really becomes an important part of your blow dry. Have it on medium temperature. Much easier. Follow the hairdryer with the brush, like this. As you can see, I've already prepped the hair, most of it anyway, but I wanted to show you one of the secrets. You can either use a set of rounded irons or a barrel curl. You grab the section, about an inch, that's all you need, because you don't want the hair to be curly, because we're going to brush this all out soon. So you're going to grab it, angling backwards. And notice I'm coming down the hair, okay? And I've created that slight S shape. That's the secret. If you start with the section too big, you're not going to get the volume to create that look. Always comb the hair before you put the iron or the curling wand throughout. Section the hair by the inch, comb it through. We slide the iron down and then flip it back onto itself again. If you go over your curl more than twice, you will lose your volume. So try to make sure you get it first time round. One of the other great tips is you should always, to create that extra little bit of hold, I'm going to show you what to do. Comb that section of the hair first. Spray a little bit of spray, a little bit of mist. Comb the hair. Always comb it before you then use your hot styling tool. Slide it down again. Now, have you noticed the difference by using the mist versus no mist? See how this is more textured? It's got a lot more thickness to it. It's going to hold the hair a lot better when it comes time to styling throughout the night. Okay, we're up to step 3. You've curled the whole head. Now, there are 2 different ways you can do this. You can rake it through with your fingers, okay, loosen all the waves up, like this. But you notice it's still a little bit curly. What I like to do is either grab a brush or a wide tooth comb and comb it through. Remember what we were talking about, the Great Gatsby bob. Now if you notice here, notice I've got that beautiful S shape, which is what we're trying to create. We don't want it too high on top. We want more volume around the sides. But if we just did our fingers, do you notice it's a little bit curlier? So it depends on what you're sort of going for. Personally, I love this sort of look. Taking it out more, it doesn't look too contrived, and it also doesn't look like you spent 6 hours in the hairdressing salon. The whole idea of this is to make it look like you've done it yourself. Use some of this serum. It's perfect when you do things like this. Rub it through. Remember what I said, when you use serums and you put it on dry hair, just half the amount. It's going to create that nice shine. Now, did you notice that I just did it on the ends first? And then the excess, which is on my hands, I then smooth out, because it's not going to create flatness. Now look at that, it's absolutely perfect. Gives me that beautiful S shape, okay? You can, if you want to, comb it through. I'm going to show you what happens if you do that. See how now it separates? It's not a good look. You want to do that first, then grab your serum, and then back down. It just gives it a much better shape. Now notice how I'm twisting the ends a little bit. So it creates that nice little bit of volume throughout the hair without losing that 1920s wave. The next step here is you've already done your center part, all right? You don't want it to be completely centered. I also like it slightly off-centered, okay? You're then going to grab your little Alice band. Now just remember, always check what you're doing. Now, you can either have this slightly flatter, like I'm doing now, and you have it more towards the sides. I personally like it slightly flatter. It gives you a little bit more of that 1920s feel. If you notice this side, see how it's all flicked up a little bit? I actually think it takes away from the Gatsby bob which we're trying to create. Notice I'm using this to go in here, give myself a little bit of height, and then of course, finish with my favourite product, the Trez 2 hairspray. And there we have it, the Gatsby bob. Perfect. Well done.